Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And oh boy, well, this is going to be kind of a little weird type of review because I have mixed feelings about it. There was a lot of positives about the movie. I pretty much, for the most part, enjoyed it with the exceptions of well, actually, it's a major detail that they didn't do. But this wasn't on the Japanese company. This was on Funimation, Crunchyroll. And I'm even more infuriated because I know who the voice actor for Uritu is by looking it up. So, this was the first One Piece movie that I seen in the theaters. Because I always have like kind of gray areas of going to the One Piece movies in the theaters, mainly because they're so goddamn behind where the sub is. So, and as a guy who only watches English dub anime, it kind of becomes problematic because, again, 300 plus episodes behind, so your chances of being spoiled on movies of stuff that hasn't happened yet in the anime that you're watching from a dub viewing perspective, it does get very infuriating. But I did decide to go to this movie. I just finally said, well, if we miss out on stuff or if something gets spoiled that I don't know of yet, then we'll just worry about it when it happens. Though I will say, for the most part, everything in this movie didn't really spoil where I'm currently at in One Piece, which is on the Big Mom arc. Ironically enough, the Big Mom pirates kind of are in this movie. So I guess that kind of spoils that I know that they're going to still be alive. Unlike Joker. Well, Joker is still alive, but he's in jail, but, you get the point. But anyways, so, my biggest thing about this is why didn't they have Uto, freaking not singing the goddamn music albums or whatever that she's singing. And before people are like, oh, well, there's a company issue. They can't sing theme songs or credit. This isn't a theme song. This is literally the character, like, singing to us. That is the plot. She has the sing fruit. Yet they don't translate it in English. Why? Why is it not translated? You can't use that as an excuse. You cannot use it. And again, they have Amanda Lee, who is the English voice actor who actually does music scores on her YouTube channel. Why is she not dubbing it? Now, I know some people are going to probably say, well, she probably will be singing it like for the home movie releases or whatever, when they ever go to DVD or Blu-ray. But why are they not doing it for the movie? That's like with the music, that's at least probably like 25 minutes of screen time of them, of Udio singing music to the characters. So why is that not being dubbed? Why is that not being dubbed? Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Again, this is not on the. I'm not blaming the voice actor because I'm sure it wasn't her. A call. It was. I get how this crap works. It's a company that does it. I know how this works. It's a company and all this other legal issues, but I just don't understand how you could have a legal issue about literally something that is in the goddamn movie. Like, it's in the character. Like, the character. It's the character that's singing, it's a character that's singing, not like the narration of a theme song or something like that. It's the character. So that's different because the character is doing it at that point. So that is a part of the plot. So you should be singing that in character. At first, when I thought this was like gonna be something where it's like, oh, it's probably they probably got someone who isn't like a singer, and so they just like are just like, oh, we're just not gonna translate. But they did get a voice actor who can sing. Like, I just was like, that made it work because I didn't even realize who was the voice actor because I didn't look at the credits at the end. But I just when I just looked that up just now, and I was just shaking my head. I'm like, you got to be kidding me right now. You got to be kidding me. Like, what are they thinking? What are you guys thinking, man? Like, come on. This isn't a simuldub situation. This isn't a freaking this isn't a goddamn theme song situation. I know they're lazy when it comes to dubbing theme songs. We all know that. These days when it comes to anime, they just don't like doing it. Because of legal, supposedly, issues. But, when it comes to this, you gotta dub the music. You have to. Because it's the character speaking with the music. Like, in character. She has to sing Devil's Fruit. Okay? So at this point, it's just like, come on now, man. Come on, man. Like as they say on NFL, ESPN, come on, man. Come on, man. I had to put that football in there. Anyways, so yeah, that's the thing that I hated about this movie. Like, I probably could have made an entire separate video on that because that just really infuriated me. Like to no hell, because again, it's not a theme song situation. It's a goddamn, character in character actually singing the music. And again, you have a voice actor who literally can sing, and you're not allowing her to sing. And again, possibly home media release will probably, they'll probably do it in there, I guess. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I just don't understand why you just don't do it for the movie at that point. Regardless of whether they do it or not. Because it takes away the theater performance, though. Like, you want to hear that on the theater big screen. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear, like, the character speaking in English with the music and, understand what they're saying. Because I didn't get anything I know they have the subtitle, but I don't like... The reason why I don't watch subtitles is because I can't process that stuff fast. Okay? That's the reason why I don't watch subtitles. So you rely on the dub to, like, do that so you can understand what's going on. And so it infuriates me that they didn't dub the music. So, that's my take on that. And we spent 8 minutes on that. So let's get to the actual movie here, because there's a lot to cover and we spent a lot on that. But that's my rant on that. And hopefully some people can shed some light on that. But right now, it's just infuriating, man. It's just really infuriating. Anyways, so the actual movie itself starts off with Luffy and the Straw Hats. They're at the island where Ude is at, and she's singing her music, which we can't understand. Well, I can't, but maybe others do. But I can't understand what she was saying. Because I can't read the lyrics that fast, because, I don't watch subs because of that. Because of my, reading skills and whatnot. So, couldn't understand what they were getting at with the music. I'm assuming it was positive. But, anyways. So, basically, after that, Luffy reveals... or he comes to her on stage and basically hugs her and basically says, oh yeah, I know who she is. She's Shank's daughter, who was Luffy's mentor, and whatnot. And then there are other people that try to capture her, which fails. And Then what ends up happening is she captures them because they're pirates, and she puts a trap on them. And this is also, again, some of the big mom's pirates, which that's currently the arc I'm actually in the middle of right now. I'm in the what's it called, I'm in the 850 range right now for episodes right now in the anime. But so you got them trying to capture. She fails. Big Mom, you got the mirror person. She was kind of funny in this. But yeah, so they're stuck, and then Luffy kind of Ute basically asks her, what are you doing and whatnot, and he basically says that he wants to be king of the pirates and he's a pirate, and so she's upset about this because she didn't want him to be a pirate. So then she basically captures all her friends. Before this, she also asked about Shank, but Shank wasn't there, and he said she had the hat. But she captures all his friends because she doesn't want them to be a pirate. And she basically wants this paradise where everyone stays forever and whatnot. Then we see Traffy coming in to rescue One Piece, and we see the fanboy guy. Was it Bertle or something? I forget what that guy's name is, but he's the fanboy of Luffy from the Coliseum arc or whatever it was called. But anyways, so he helps Luffy escape, and they go ballistic, going through the trying to escape and whatnot. They have the ball moment, which is kind of funny. And then Luffy eventually, I believe it was where they get to the Sunny, which wasn't the Sunny anymore. It was literally a Sunny moving object per animal person that just kept saying Sunny, Sunny, which is kind of like a Pokemon, basically, I guess, because all he was saying was Sunny, 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 name of himself. So they were kind of taking Pokemon aspect right there. Anyways, so they meet the ruler, I guess, of the world, which I guess had been destroyed. And they talked about Shanks and how he had basically defeated, or Shanks had basically destroyed the world when they had come over to the island, which we find out later wasn't true, but this is what the story was. And because of this, they viewed it as she was abandoned by Shanks. So she decided, well, I'm just going to create this world, where everyone can live in, basically. After they kind of try to devise a plan to get out of, or to get their friends back, the crew actually, well, not the crew, the Navy, the one that was Luffy's friend, freed himself by learning how to do music singing, and Brooks ended up doing that and got themselves free. Ironically enough, the Big Mom pirates, Big Mom wasn't actually there, but Big Mom's pirate actually had to work together with them. which is kind of interesting to see. But anyways, the Navy decided to come. You had the admirals. Everyone was coming to try and take her down, um, which ended up not working. And it also was revealed that she was eating fruits, which keeps her from sleeping, which could also kill her by eating too much. Which then was revealed that she basically is in a, they're basically in a reality. This is what they revealed to Luffy and everybody else, is that they're in a fake reality set up by her Sing Sing fruit. And, but if she falls asleep, and dies, they're trapped there forever. And so they had to try to get out. Also, I should say that there were flashbacks of Luffy and Yutei basically, getting into competitions with one another. Luffy always getting cheated by her and whatnot. So there was all that stuff going on. This whole mission was basically for her to like stop Shanks, which as we go along, is just kind of weird because of how everything was all set up. But she basically turns like the Navy against each other because, she has basically the people that heard her music is trapped in this fake reality of her. And so while they're trapped in the fake reality, their real life bodies are actually asleep, and they basically do her bidding for her. So, that's like what she did. It was like 2 years ago, she basically let her she found a communicator, and a snail communicator, and basically sang to the world, and everyone loved it. And so then that's how she got all her fans and whatnot. So we then basically, like, as she's trying to capture everybody, they're basically, Luffy's basically, and everyone is fighting all these, like, fighting all her minions off. And there was also one moment where she actually even took down a celestial dragon and whatnot. So she had good intentions for what she was doing, but at the same time she was screwing everybody up because she was trying to say that everybody was equal, but at the same time she was just like, well, no one gets to go home. This is, you get to be here forever. And she wanted to eliminate pirates because she thought pirates were the root of the problem. But at the same time, obviously there was a corrupt government, so, I don't think she really thought all this through. And that just felt like what this whole plot is that she didn't think anything through when she was doing it. So, Luffy, every time he confronted her, he never hit her, which I believe she even mentioned that as well. He would never fight her because they're like friends. But, eventually when they got to the closing of this, which was where Luffy is trying to like fight off the guards and stuff like that. She basically in the real world was trying to kill Luffy, but So he would be stuck in there forever, because if he dies in the real world, he's still going to be stuck there. But then Shanks came and basically stopped her from stabbing him. We then from there find out the truth that Shanks wasn't responsible for anything of burning down the village, or the kingdom or whatever. But in reality, she actually did it, but it was because she had like this dark singing energy that was inside of her from like ancient times, I guess, which Nico Robin also uncovered this. Which basically led to her. It led to her basically, indirectly like killing everybody. But Shanks didn't want anybody to know that, because obviously they needed to they were going to make an arrest. The ruler was going to turn himself in because he, felt it was his fault, because it was their ancient text that indirectly, came into her, which led to her doing this. And she was a child at this point. That Shanks decided to take the fall and be a wanted fugitive for it. And that was why he left her, but then and then trained her to be a singer. But then after that, it's revealed later that she already knew about 2 years ago, or whatever, when she started singing, or about a year after, when she started singing to the world. So, I mean, if she already knew what was going on, then, I mean, like, why would you still go on with this plan? You know what I mean there? Like, okay. Oh my god. So Shanks ends up fighting her off. Epic battles going on. In the end, they were able to destroy the black cloud singing thing or whatever, which binded everything. After which, Shanks then wanted to give her medicine in the real world to prevent her from dying. And then she refused because she needed to then free everybody by singing again, this time to free everybody, because they were still not free. They were still trapped in the realm by this point. So she sings, and then everyone is freed. But obviously the Navy is still not happy with her. So then Shanks, being his daughter, uses his hockey, which is extremely strong. And then they just decide to leave and, like, free, or try to get everybody that they can get to safety. So yeah, kind of wraps up the movie. Well, obviously by this point, Shanks actually never sees Luffy, because he leaves before Luffy gets up, or awakes. They're on their ship by this point. Wonder who put them there. But Shanks leaves, and his daughter comes with him. So his daughter doesn't die in this, which kind of surprised me, because I thought this was just going to be like a movie character. I thought she was going to, like, I legitimately thought, like, when she was startling and stuff like that, and refused the medicine, and they said she only had about an hour to live with that, like, fruit shit that she was eating to prevent her from sleeping. I thought she was going to sacrifice herself to do that last song to like free everybody from their sleep. That's what I thought was gonna happen. But she ended up surviving, and I guess now she's part of the Shank Pirates again. Um, crew. Because that's where she goes at the end. Yeah, kind of a different ending than what I expected to happen. Since, I mean, this is the first time I think this is the first time they've ever mentioned her. She was never mentioned, really. If I'm not mistaken, I mean, this is 800 plus episodes we're talking about, the dub at least. Then again, I'm almost certain 4Kids wouldn't have mentioned her in some of those earlier episodes that were dubbed. We all remember that. So, but I'm almost certain that no one ever mentioned her beforehand. So, that being said, this is kind of her debut. I am curious to see if she shows up later on. Obviously, for a dub viewer like myself, it won't be for a long time. We're talking probably 5 years at the rate Funimation Crunchyroll are dubbing shit when it comes to One Piece. You know, that's just how they do it. I've said it before. I think they should just dub like 100 episodes and then, slowly start releasing the DVDs as is. Not wait for the DVDs to come out. That's what I think they should do so they can actually catch up. But, I don't make those company decisions. You know what I'm saying? That's just my take on it. Anyways. So then there was also a flashback that also revealed that like when Ute was basically like a baby, like that she actually wasn't Shank's daughter, like, biologically, that she was more of like an adopted daughter because she was abandoned, I guess, in a treasure chest. Which that kind of pissed me off because I was like really? Like, not that he doesn't, like, care for her. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that, her being an adopted daughter kind of felt like less, it kind of diminished that bond to me, because I thought it would have made more sense, the way the whole story was written for her to actually be a legitimate daughter to him. That's just my take on it. I don't know what other people's opinions are on that, but I don't know. That just kind of felt like it diminished that. To me, at least, it did, because if because Shanks says in flashbacks that Luffy isn't good enough to travel with him when they were pretty much around the same age, but she was allowed to because she was his daughter. But then we find out that she's just a foster daughter, so the importance kind of is diminished, I would think, at that point, right? I don't know. That's just my thing on it. But anyways, it ends on like a ending cutscene after the credits are shown, where basically Luffy just says he's gonna be king of the pirates again. So yeah, Shanks and Luffy still haven't seen face to face just yet. At one point they're gonna have to, though. Just really just not building that up yet, guys. Just not building that up yet, guys. They're making us wait on that. But yeah. What do I give this movie? Well, overall, I mean, there really wasn't any major spoilers. I was actually surprised by that. I thought for sure we were gonna get major spoilers. The only thing really that was spoiled was that the Big Mom pirates are basically still alive somehow. that we don't know of yet. How? Because we don't know how that arc ends yet. Um, but I was actually surprised. I thought there was going to be something they were going to mention that, like, we have no idea what the hell, is going on. But yeah, I mean, I like the movie. The big, again, drawback was the goddamn music. The character in character singing. I mean, the character singing. It's not like a non-character singing a theme song. So that should be in the English. That should be for an English dub. It should be dubbed in English. And you literally got a singing voice actor. Again, I can't stress this enough. They literally got a English singing scored actor to do the voice acting for this character, but yet they didn't get her to sing the music. I just don't understand that. Yeah, that's my takeaway from this. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know. Oh, actually, I also say overall rating is probably gonna get a 6. 6 out of. I'll give it 6. Yeah, 6. 6 out of 10. And I know that's gonna be low for some people, but I unfortunately have to give it that. It probably would have been a 7. Had it not been for the goddamn fact that Funimation, Crunchyroll, whoever made the decision to not dub the goddamn music, because I know it was on them, because this is an in-character movie situation. This is not a theme song, so you can't use that excuse now, in my book. At that point, so that's my takeaway from this. Let me know what you guys think about the movie. Did you go see it? Like I said, I seen it today. Because I couldn't get to see it on the premiere day because they only had subs available on the premiere day. So this was literally the movie that when I watched it at my local movie theater, it was the first dub screening that they did. And I also got their exclusive theater poster too. North Park Theater is always good with their movie theaters. They commission a local artist person to do it. And it was a really good artwork of Uday. So let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate. If you like some of my videos, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell for all the latest contents. Thank you very much. And that's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace. Also, make sure to, besides my YouTube channel, to follow me on my Twitch at SS Ultimate Goku, as well as Instagram, SS Ultimate Goku. Also, make sure, if you do not know what my Discord server is, the link is right there. It's in the description. We talk about fictional media, sports, live action fictional media of movies and television series, anime, dubs, cartoons, whatever. All that good news, all there. So make sure if you don't know, because a lot of people that are subscribed don't know. So make sure you do. So yeah, now I'm out. Peace.